Good afternoon, guys. My name's Scott Stanworth, based in Barnsley currently, in South Yorkshire. Today we are talking about the old Xbox original, not to be confused with the Xbox 360, Xbox One, Xbox One S, or any newer models before that. We're talking about the very old Xbox, the big bulky square thing. I'm going to give you some advice on it, as I've not done a video for the Xbox original yet. I've done an Xbox 360 video, two of them ones. I've done advice on Nintendo Wii U. Sorry, not Wii U, Nintendo Wii. Update on Nintendo Wii. Advice on gambling. And the other ones I've done is also Nintendo advice on Nintendo DS Lite. I've done them ones. Two or three of them ones, I think, about 5 or 6 years ago. Maybe not that long back, but maybe a little bit. But yes, today we're focusing on the Xbox original from 2000, from I think it was 1998 to 2001 it was, when it first came out. Between those years, 1998 to 2001 it came out. It was probably one of the best consoles at the time when it came out. The one that I've got is customised. I've not put a bigger hard drive in yet. I have just spray painted it about 4 months ago. I spray painted it in purple. I'll show you it. I've also got a controller for it. When I bought the controller, it had no brake cable for it, which is what allows you to play it. Like, so obviously on the lead, you've got the brake. I'll show you on this. I'll show you. That's the brake cable there. And then obviously you've got the other end, which is just there. That's the other end bit there. I didn't have that bit. This is the bit I didn't have. That's the bit I've now got, which cost me £4 off eBay. So I've got that now, which is also genuine, not a copy, because as you can see, it's original. It's not like a copied one. It's the original one. You can see there. You can just see that there, and that's the end bit. And that's that. That's for the Xbox original. If I pop that together like that, as you can see, it just goes in like that, goes together, and you pull it away, you put it in, and then you put it in like that, and it clips into place. So yeah, that's how you work the controller. Without that brake cable, you can't use it. That's the Xbox original pad that I've got, which I've had many years. As you can see there, that's it. And that's official as well. It's got the Microsoft logo on the back of it. I can't really show you it, but it's Microsoft, Xbox original Microsoft there. And then that's an original controller. So yes, with these consoles, Xbox original only, you can upgrade them. You can put bigger hard drives in. Like I think you can put up to 2 terabytes in if you get a big enough hard drive for it. When you do it, you have to reformat the hard drive so it's back to its factory settings as if you bought it brand new. Or you can get them brand new anyway, but you still have to reformat them just to make sure there's no errors on them or any problems with the console accepting it. You can get them chipped if you want. It is illegal. I'm not going to lie to you. It is illegal to have them chipped, but you can get them done on the sly if you want to. I wouldn't advise it unless you are desperate for games that you can't get hold of. But yeah, in terms of the console itself, it's very good. I've had this one about a year or two, no, about 2 to 3 years now. I'd say just over 2 years, 2.5, 3 years. I've had this one. I have modified it by spray painting it. I've not managed to get a bigger hard drive in it. The hard drive that was in it originally, that's been taken out, and I put another one in. I put a 500 gigabyte hard drive in because the one that was in it originally was only a 150 gigabyte hard drive. So I've taken it out, sold that on eBay for a £5, and then I've put the new hard drive in, which I put in myself, which cost me a tenner from eBay, which was brand new. I reformatted it, put it in, tested it, make sure the console could accept it, and that it would save games onto it, and it works perfectly. So yes, so that is what I've done with this console. I've managed to take the old hard drive of it and put a 500 gigabyte in. Because when I bought it, it only had a 150 gigabyte hard drive in, which was very little, and you could play games on it like you normally can, but you couldn't save many games onto it. So you can only save like 6 or 7 games. Whereas on this one, I've got the 500 gigabyte. You can save up to 80 games, like saved games, like your progress on your games. You can save up to 70 of those, which is obviously a massive improvement for the Xbox original. I'll show you the console once I've talked about what we're talking about. The console itself, they don't use a lot of power. They are quite rare these days, and they are getting pricey. They're getting dearer and dearer and dearer as you look around on eBay, Facebook, Gumtree, Amazon. CEX still sells them. Funnily enough, CEX, a game shop. I used to work there. I used to work there as a manager in Manchester in the Arndale Shopping Centre. Because I'm not from Barnsley, obviously, originally. I'm originally from Blackpool North, St Anne's. So when I was obviously working I was working in Manchester because that was closest to me from my hometown, so to speak. So yes, I worked in CEX, and I did a lot of repairs and things in there. It was good money. It was £7.50 an hour, which was about 5-6 years ago. So yeah, I've got some experience in working in shops. I've worked in charity shops that have sold game consoles, second-hand games consoles like PS2s and PS3s and Xbox Originals and Xbox 360s, all sorts. I've had a bit of experience in my time, repairing consoles and things, and yeah, it's very good. So yeah, I love the Xbox Original. I won't be parting with it, as I've spent money on it already, i.e. new hard drive, spray paint, which cost me a £5 to spray paint the Xbox, which took me 2 cans, so that was like nearly £7-8 for 2 cans of purple spray paint, and it was from my local Mega Pound store in Barnsley Town Centre, which was quite reasonable. He wanted more money for the spray paint, but I offered him a bit of a lower price and he took it, so I got what I wanted, and he helped me and I helped him, so he gave me a bit of a cheaper price for me, and he did me a favour because he knows me. I'm a regular customer who goes in there quite regular, buying e-liquids and buying art and craft stuff and all that. So yeah, he sells all sorts. He sells all sorts. It's called the Mega Pound Store, Barnsley Town Centre, just next door to Betfred, and then a bit further down you've got a Tasty Fried Chicken, and then he's like the bigger pound shop in the middle. It's directly opposite the old Peel Square toilets, and where Storage Gaming Centre is. So yeah, that's the shop I bought the spray paint from. In terms of the Xbox Original, they are getting dearer, I'm not going to lie to you. They're starting like on Facebook, you can get them for like 20-30 quid. This one that I paid £40 for this one. I paid £40 for it off a neighbour, off mine who I know. And then I've obviously customised it with spray paint, and then I put another hard drive in it. Bought the breakaway cable for the pad, which I didn't have because I couldn't play the console at the time because he couldn't find the break cable that he had with it. He'd lost it, so I had to replace that, which cost me £4. So I spent about another £20-30 on the Xbox Original, on my Xbox Original so far, but it doesn't need anything else doing to it now. I've got the games for it. Games are quite cheap. You can get them off eBay for like 99p up to a tenner. Some of the rarer games that are not easy to get hold of, they might cost a bit more, like 15-20 quid or 30 quid, depending on what sort of game you're after. But yeah, this is the update for the Xbox Original. I'll show you the console actually whilst I'm here. So this is the console I spray painted. That's the front, as you can see there. And that's that bit, and it's in purple. So you won't see one of these unless you do it yourself. That's the side, right there. And then that's the back of it, which you can see just there. And then that's where the ports are, as you can see. And that's the other side, which is just there. Yep, and that's the front again. And it's in purple, as you can see, mint condition. A few scratches here and there, but it's in reasonable condition. It's a good little Xbox. It does what it's meant to do. I'd highly recommend getting one if you're into your older gaming retro stuff, and you like PS2 and older type stuff like that, or GameCube or SNES or N64 or Mega Drives or all like that. This is in your league, because the Xbox Original is old now. It's been out over 20 years, so they are getting rarer and they are getting more dearer. So if you want one, get one while you can, because sooner or later they're going to be obsolete and they won't be in circulation any longer. The manufacturer, Xbox, Microsoft, who make them, they no longer make them. They stopped production back in 2007, I think, or 2008, around that area. They stopped manufacturing them because people weren't buying them as often, and people wouldn't pay the price for them that they wanted. So at the time they were selling them for like £199 or something daft, 200 quid, something like that. Well, obviously with its box and everything, not just the console itself, it come as a brand new, as I should expect it to be brand new in its packaging. But they were pricey back in them days. I'm talking like, yeah, back in 2006, 2007, 2008, them sort of years, around that area, around that age area. So yeah, but yeah, you can still get them on eBay, Facebook and Gumtree, Amazon. You look on websites. I think Facebook would be the best option if you want one cheap. You can get them for like 25-30 quid with a controller and the power cable, and maybe the AV SCART cable if they include one with it. When I bought it, I've got the original Xbox bag for it, the original Xbox bag that comes with it, so you can actually store it in its original bag that it came in. I don't have the original box because obviously that wasn't available, but that's not a big issue. I've got some of the old accessories for it as well, the old AV SCART cable, the old audio ports on. But yeah, this is the Xbox Original. not to be confused with the Xbox 360 or the Xbox One or the Xbox One S. Just to make sure that you understand that, and that I'm clear on that with you, and that you get what I'm talking about, so we're not getting mixed up with different consoles. I do recommend the Xbox Original. It's probably the rarest and best console where that you're gonna enjoy and like. It's up to you. Like, if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. You can always try it. If you don't like it, you get rid of it, or you send it back to the seller that you bought it from and get your money back. Simple. So yes, that's all I need to tell you so far about the Xbox. But this is just an update. 2021 Tuesday afternoon, and it is the 23rd of March, 2021. So this is the video from me, Scott Stanworth, based in Barnsley, South Yorkshire, on the Xbox Original. So thank you, and I hope you like the video, and I hope you like the advice I've given you. That's the best I can do for you. I can't give any better advice than that, unless I come up with some new ideas, which will probably not be anytime soon. But this is the newest video that I'm doing for this year, because the last updates I did for the consoles like Xbox, PS2, that sort of thing that I've been doing videos for. I've not done any recently, so I thought I'd do a new one so that you've got me up to date, so that I'm up to date with you and that you know what I'm doing. And then obviously you can see the new videos of what I've done. So yeah, that's the end from me, Scott Stanworth, based in Barnsley. Thank you. Have a nice day.